What's up, gang? Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And I am on vacation in the great state of Texas, but we have got to talk about Kaspa. I'm going to try to get you guys some updates on the Bitcoin action and the Kaspa action while I am enjoying this Thanksgiving break. So at any rate, here we are sitting on this ridiculously high price on Kaspa at 0.008799. And looking at this chart, we are testing the upper boundary again. This parallel trading channel that has pretty much just been a bull romp, a bull run, dating right back into the beginning of September after the initial breakout. And this is where I believe I bought back in this little pivot area here where I got my original bag somewhere around this zone at 0.001591. I think that's where the price was. And then we proceeded to pivot where we went from a bearish trading channel to this bullish channel that broke out right from this point here. And then it has not looked back ever since. So when we arrived at this point of 0.0045, I think that's where I sold out my entire bag because I thought this was going to be the pivot where the trading channel would go downward. And at that point, I was looking for the lower highs and lower lows where you bounce around something like this where you're going to get a lower high, lower low, so on and so forth. And then I would find another low point somewhere along this line to buy the bag back again. But as we now know, Kaspa had other ideas. So when it was apparent to me that this thing was not coming back down, I had to buy back in. And that was when I saw this bull flag right here. And I was like, uh-oh, got to get back in. So I purchased my bag again. I got less than what I had the last time. I think I flipped the 100,000 for about a 2.5x. And then I bought another 75,000 right here before this breakout occurred. And since then, wow, it just does not look like we have any clues that we're going to have a pivot. So I'm still looking for that pivot because at some point it's got to correct. We're going to have a healthy correction where we get a pivot and a downward trending parallel trading channel, which would be good for Kaspa in the long term because we have to consolidate again. It needs to take a breath and consolidate. But right now, we're sitting way high in the overbought zone of the stochastic, where this previous stochastic peak didn't even go above the zero line. And we had this equal high, where when we were in the overbought zone before, we peaked out here, and I thought maybe this is going to be the start of the correction because we did have a wick way high up here in the 0.0089-ish area of where we are right now, which would technically make this a lower high, but it didn't print a full candle. It only wicked out on the 4-hour, which made this kind of a parallel high to that previous point. But now, of course, we're printing another higher high. So we're back up here at this blue line, which marks the upper limit where we seem to be finding resistance, but we continuously bounce back down to this blue line where it finds support. Now here we broke support, but we came right back up. We broke support again, came right back up. And you can see this one little red candle right in between here where we tested this line again and it showed as support. So what's going to happen from here? Well, I don't know. Do you sell your bags and take more profit from this point? I don't know. Maybe I should sell half the bag. And Jason just sent me a Snapchat. Thank you, Jason. Hopefully he's watching this video. But let's pop out and look at the 4-hour chart or the 1-day chart and then see if we can get some clues here. Now, on this 1-day chart, you can see it from the inception of the bull run right here. And whenever you have price action that just goes straight up and bounces along a line like this, and then this coincides with a stochastic that keeps popping above the overbought boundary line, which is this 80 line here. Here we are entering into the overbought zone for the 4th time in a row. And when the MACD looks like this, where it's just all green bar action above the 0 line, this is what you call a bull run. So this stochastic doesn't want to cool off, and it does not want to head back down here, dipping down into the nice oversold zone. And this would be where price will cool off and you'll get a consolidation for another strong move up. So at some point, we're going to have to see a correction come down. There's going to be a pivot. And what will probably happen, this could be an ABC wave or a 5-part wave. And if it is a 3-part wave, it's going to look something like this. You have the A wave, which is our first move up. And then we have a pivot at some point. And then you're going to have a corrective B wave down. All right. And at some point, you're going to settle at a higher low. Now that higher low could be at this peak volume node right here. See how this volume on the VPVR sticks out? And it could be at this node, or it might even be at this one right here. Now, Project Moongold was thinking a couple of days ago on his live stream that we're going to correct all the way down here to 0.003. There's no way to tell. I mean, we could stop off for the B wave correction at the 0.005 or 0.004 or the 0.003. So let's just draw it in here. Let's say it's 0.004. And this is not a prediction and it's not financial advice, okay? I don't know what's going to happen. But let's say we get a correction there. So you have your peak and then you have your higher low. So here's your A wave. Your B wave will be completed. And then you're going to have a C wave, which I'm assuming will be another move up to a high point somewhere up here in the stratosphere. And then you'll finally have ABC or a 5-part move, a 5-way wave that moves down into a corrective formation. So I'm really going to have to just sit and watch and wait until we get some kind of correction, because I'm going to make my major move on accumulating once we get into this B wave area. I'm looking for some type of a low point like this to get my serious bag. I'm just playing around right now where I'm sitting on 75,000 Kaspa tokens. But we'll see what happens. There's obviously a lot of confidence, excitement, and exuberation that is surrounding this project right now. And that's why we're seeing this strong move up. So we'll wait and see where it goes. Maybe we're at a peak, maybe not. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that we can play this in such manner that we can accumulate as much as possible. Now, keep your eyes peeled and cross your fingers also for me, in hopes that next week when I get back home that I will be able to have special guest Jonathan Sompolinsky. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. I'm chatting with him and his friend on the Telegram, and we are talking. I had a live Zoom meeting with a friend of his, a childhood friend of his, and we had a great conversation. They're from Israel, and hopefully we're going to be able to have Jonathan come and talk to us and explain why this Kaspa project is so fantastic in layman's terms. We want to see if he can explain it to the regular Joes like you and me, where we can understand why we're getting this bullish action right here. Well, that's all that I've got for now. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. Stay tuned, and we will be coming back at you very soon with more updates. This is Carlton, and I am out.